Hello and welcome back. So we're making stone bricks, we're making concrete over here. That's kind of simple. Then we're making carbon, which we're putting on the main bus, but we're also using further down here, especially for making cobalt oxide and copper. We have a regular copper factory here, just in case this isn't able to keep up. I don't know how much cobalt oxide I'm going to be using, but the cobalt oxide only has two uses. So if I hold it and hit Control F, I can make it for cobalt plate and lithium cobalt oxide. So let's make the lithium cobalt oxide first. Lithium cobalt oxide requires lithium, and cobalt oxide is made in one of those guys. Okay, how much does it require of each? Doesn't require much. No, just one of each. So let's just set up one factory for lithium cobalt oxide. I don't know how much I need or even what it's used for, but hey, there it is. So then we're going to go Lithia. There you are, Lithia. And you can go here. Oh wait, what is this? Yeah, we can't have any of that nonsense there.
Hi, Daddy.
Yeah, hi. I don't know if stone is more useful, but whatever. Okay, so he's gonna do this, and we're gonna do this. There we go. No, not that much. That's too much. Have all of my stuff here. Wait, it requires cobalt plate. Requires lithium plate. We need to make lithium plate first here. Lithium plate requires lithium chloride and is made in those red things. Lithium plate takes 3.5 seconds. I'm not going to balance it yet. I will, however, use these, even though they're probably unnecessary. It does make it go faster. Lithium plate, let's put it below cobalt oxide. Okay, now let's kind of figure out how far this will go. What is on this one? There's iron ore. I don't know if I'm using iron ore. I'll skip it. What is this? This is copper plate. Not using that anymore. That's coal, not using it. Carbon, I don't know. Am I using carbon? Who knows? Okay, so lithium plate and cobalt oxide. It's going to do it this way. Actually, I don't want that much. Hi, Jennifer.
너 왜 이렇게 커졌어?
Because I'm a fat old man. One of each. And we're going to have blue inserters here. What's wrong with my... Here. Are you honking me? What is this? Okay, what does this make again? It makes lithium cobalt oxide. What is that even used for? I don't know. Let's find out. Lithium cobalt oxide. Lithium chloride. Holy, tons of that stuff. Lithium-ion batteries. Do I want to make lithium-ion batteries here? lithium perchlorate, lithium cobalt oxide, carbon, and plastic bars. If I had plastic bars, I can do it. Plastic bars, I believe, are made 2 to 1, so putting them on the bus is a little bit anti-productive.
Dad, how many seasons did you make out of this?
This is season 15.
Holy cow.
Yeah, but I have restart Titus. Plastic bars. Petroleum and chlorine. Petroleum and chlorine. I don't even have room to bring petroleum chlorine in, do I? Not really. So maybe what I'll do is just kind of say, hey, let's just kind of see how far. And that's the limit. I'm not going to build anything on this section of the factory beyond that. Okay. So plastic. Plastic is used for all kinds of interesting things, isn't it? No, control find, and then control, click on the window here. Well, there's a couple things that are made from plastic, but plastic seems to be a generally useful thing that isn't really used much. So maybe if I, at the chlorine production, what if I made plastic down here? Let's do that. So I just need petroleum gas. Let's get petroleum gas, actually. Let's do that. Let's make plastic down here. So what I can do... So petroleum, we're gonna make plastic. We're gonna make lots of plastic. Okay, petroleum gas and, all right, let me go like this. Where's my chlorine? Oh, that's yucky. And then this guy, petroleum gas. And then we're going to have... Oh, I need some more glue inserters. Need more iron plates. I like how kids just run in this room and then just leave the door open.
Are you recording?
Of course I'm recording.
No, just like before you record.
I'm already recording.
You're already?
Yes. So asking me to do something before I record is kind of not going to happen.
What was going on with the Syria attacks?
Oh! Okay, you guys want some politics? You ready for this?
What happened?
You're going to like this. So, it was reported that there was a sarin gas attack in Syria by the government of Syria. Now, the government of Syria is cooperating with Russia, and they're fighting ISIS in Syria.
Yeah.
Okay? As you know, hopefully by current events now, Obama was supporting ISIS. They did it under the guise of, hey, we're just supporting, what do they call them? We're just supporting, I'm going to put two here because they produce two. The rebels. Well, the rebels some of the rebels are fighting the Syrian government. Some of the rebels are ISIS agents, and it's probably likely that most of the guys were ISIS. You know, so the rebel is probably just an ISIS movement, right? Anyway, so there is rumors of a sarin gas attack, and the Russians put out an article rather quickly that said, "Hey, this is all fake." As you can see, they're not. What's the right word? They're not taking the proper precautions for a legitimate sarin gas attack, right? And so Donald Trump said he condemns the sarin gas attacks, which, you know, yeah, of course, nobody wants sarin gas attacks. It's terrible. But then what happened next was some of the Donald Trump supporters said, I think this is actually a false flag attack. There was no sarin gas attack. The white helmets are fraudulent about this, and blah, 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 blah. So right now, Russia said, hey, we do not 100% stand behind... we are not 100% behind Syria. If they used sarin gas attacks, we're obviously not going to support that. Sarin gas attacks are some bad stuff, right? Yeah. And so they want to do an investigation, right? Well, I'm pretty sure Donald Trump is going to want to help with the investigation, and so you're going to have the Russian agents and the...
Well, there's something about like a cruise missile launch or something. Like the U.S. launched a missile or something.
The U.S. launched a missile?
Like a cruise missile?
I haven't heard anything like that. Of course, you know, things happen so quickly, you never know. You never know what's really happening. But anyway, it's a very interesting thing that's going on. Put that needle away. Don't carry it around the house. Put it away.
All right.
So, you know, you always wonder whether stuff is true or not in the media. You never know. So what is the maximum distance here? That's the maximum. This is where everything should be. Well, this guy is not quite long enough. So maybe I should make this be the maximum. So everybody should be lined up like this. So anyway, who knows what's really happening? Politics is a messy, messy business. Yep, you're connected, you're connected. There, everything kind of lines up neatly now. Yep, everything lines up neatly. Okay, there we go. So we're making tons of plastic now. And I just kind of snuck it in there in that area. That's what I'm planning on doing, is not building things that only build one thing, but building things that build multiple. Like little branches. So let's build the batteries. We can do it. So we just need the perchlorate. The perchlorate. Perchlorate. Yeah, I talk a lot about politics with my kids. I encourage you to talk politics with your kids as well. Not to, like, you know, brainwash them per se, but just to expose them to different ideas. So, the one thing I don't like is people that don't have an imagination about what... Where is perchlorate? Oh, it's up here, isn't it? Hello, perchlorate requires the red ones. So we're going to make lithium perchlorate. I think that's what's required for the batteries. Yeah, carbon, plastic bars, and lithium perchlorate. There we go. We have everything we want. And he produces hydrogen gas as an added bonus. So let's put some things up here. I'm running out of these medium power poles. Do I want to make the Mark IIs? Titanium and stuff? No. Okay, so we need the hydrogen gas. And not it's producing it, but it's actually putting it back on the main bus here. So we do need to hook up. There's a hydrogen gas. Hello, hydrogen gas. How are you today, sir?
Dad,
Yes?
do people watch your videos just for fun or for factory stuff?
As near as I can understand, and you guys can comment and tell me what you're really watching the videos for, but as near as I can tell, there is a segment of the population that watches my video because you're genuinely interested in Factorio. There is a segment that watches my videos because they like me, they think I'm cool or whatever, which is kind of weird, but that's just how
But you're
works.
dead.
There is a segment of my population that watches it because I'm kind of like low key, and they can like watch me while they study, because I'm not like PewDiePie, you know. I don't demand attention all the time.
Yeah?
So
Okay, just a minute.
if you guys if you want to tell me why you watch me, I'd appreciate that.
Do some people watch you for factory designs and ideas?
Yes, I know a Roomba used to, at least. I don't know if he still does.
Wait, he watches
Roomba
you?
used to watch you?
A Roomba is the reason why I have so many subscribers. Like, I would probably only have a couple hundred subscribers, and it'd be like 30 years before stuff happened. But Roomba is the reason why I believe I have
Wait,
so
he
many
said your
subscribers.
name in one of the videos?
What's that?
Did he call you out on one of his videos?
Yes, he called me out several times.
Okay.
I
don't really care then.
Cool.
Yeah, Roomba's awesome. I think Roomba's just one of the awesomest people on the
I was
internet.
like, yeah, you did a couple times. Yeah.
And the only reason why I don't recommend him...
Come on, it's
Go to bed, guys.
time.
The only reason I don't really recommend him for younger audiences is because he does use mature language, and I prefer that younger audiences don't get exposed to mature language. So, but if you're like 12 or older, probably Roomba's just great. 14 maybe, you know. Roomba is part of a huge community of very talented and brilliant people that I highly recommend. If you're serious about Factorio, and other strategy games, you got to be part of that crowd. Because Roomba's awesome. And Roomba already knows. I don't have to tell him that. He doesn't have to tell me that. He already knows, you know. This isn't even a cobalt, is it? I need to basically compress it is what I need to do. Use some kind of buffering system. Anyway, so I need to add in here the lithium chloride. Yeah, Roomba is one of my huge heroes. Hope you guys all have heroes. Heroes are awesome. Not because heroes are literally awesome, but because having heroes is pretty cool. You know. What I could do, actually, let's use the robots to clear out this forest here. Is actually have this go up instead of down. Have it go up and around. You know, is that really the best? Yeah, it kind of is, because I don't want to interfere. So I'm just going to have this go up and around. I'm just going to leave room for one more. Okay, now the next thing I need is plastic and carbon. I have carbon already on this bus. So coming here. And we're going to have to go in here. This is always weird to have belts going the opposite directions. And plastic. I'm not pulling plastic off the main bus. I need to. There's a spot right here to pull it off. Right here is where it's got to go. I think. I'm going to run into problems when I try to get the batteries back on the bus. Lithium batteries. So.
Hey, Dad.
Yes, JJ?
Does Daniel still have to sleep in the garage?
What? Why would Daniel sleep in the garage?
Remember?
So he did quite a bit of essay work, so he can sleep in his room tonight.
Oh, I want to sleep in the garage. Whatever.
You want to sleep in the garage?
Yeah.
No, you don't want to sleep in the garage.
I do.
You don't want to sleep in the garage. This requires a factory.
I want to.
Daniel, have you ever been camping before?
Yeah, once or twice.
Yeah. The problem with sleeping in the garage, first of all, it's meant to be a punishment, okay? Second of all, it gets really cold, and it's hard, and it's not comfortable at all.
You can't sleep in there. Or there's sleeping bags inside there.
We have sleeping bags, but I don't know that we have any sleeping bag. He'd have to sleep on a sleeping pad.
Sleeping
This is cutting it really close.
You have to worry about finding blankets for it to get real warm.
Isn't there like a... There's a cobalt... Let's get some cobalt here. Cobalt plate. It's not escape that does that. Cobalt plate. Requires sulfuric acid. So I kind of need to shift everything up by quite a bit. I kind of miscalculated what I'd need exactly. This guy isn't filling up, is he? So we're draining the hydrogen because we're making too much. We're draining the chlorine because we're making too much. We should just stop making it. Maybe if both of these guys are too strong, then we don't do that. I don't know. Because we're just making a bunch of the sodium hydroxide for no reason. We're just like venting the chlorine and everything like that. So you know what I'm saying? Anyway, Roomba's great. He's totally lovable. And I have batteries now. Let's make 2 of them. And I absolutely credit my success to Roomba. So that's pretty typical. Is I think is like younger YouTubers, they need the recognition of older YouTubers that have more subscribers, and it helps everyone because everybody gets recognized and discovered and stuff. You know, if you have like 100 friends out there, that's 10 ore, huh? That are all doing stuff together. So I'm going to make an executive decision. And my executive decision is that I am actually going to pipe this up here. And we're going to bring it back over here. And we're going to bring sulfuric acid down there as well.
Dad, you're still recording. It's the middle of the night.
What time is it?
It's 12:15.
No, it's not.
What?
It's not.
What?
That's right, JJ. Brush your teeth. What is wrong with you, boy?
Good night.
Good night. Did you brush your teeth?
Yes.
Let's make a whole bunch of this. Maybe that's what I should do, is actually come in from the top and build down. Like kind of lay out a room for, 8, 10 machines. And then just start bringing things that I need in. And then bringing them out. And then you start the next one and do the same deal. I don't know. I don't know. Don't know. Steel chest, please. World of politics. As long as you don't get too serious about it, Because honestly, unless you're like one of these world leaders, you really can't do much about anything. Unless you're Vladimir Putin or Donald Trump or stuff, it kind of doesn't matter what you think. You can tell people what you think. You can try to change the public opinion and stuff, but you're just one voter of a time. And it's good that you try to understand and you try to have a good political philosophy and stuff like that. But don't make enemies out of it, man. This is dumb. Fighting over politics? Come on, there's a million things you could fight over. Politics is not one of them. You know, and saying like, I don't like you because you don't agree with me on everything. That's stupid. That's just plain stupid. If you don't like people because they don't agree with you, you're not going to like anybody. You're going to have no friends. You know, like everybody's like, well, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's just not a good idea. Let's actually take these. I think what I will do is actually shift the entire factory that way and just have like a set standard space. You know, let's go ahead and measure it out here. So if we there, that's the standard space. I have to build my factories in that wide, and if I need to, I can make them wider. But that's all that I get. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, tear these guys down, and I'm going to do this. And the robots are going to... Again, we're going to make a blueprint here. And let's go like this. There we go. Yeah, don't let people... Oh no, this is not right actually. This is not right. I'll just put this here for now, but this is not right. So, because you're going to have a section where you pipe everything in and out, and then you have this 2-lane barrier where you don't do that. So, but now I know the standard size. Yeah, I think next week, next episode, I'll just tear everything down, rebuild it the way I wanted to build it in the first place. Sorry, silly robots. Poor robots. Almost done. We'll just have units of size in that way. So let's just start tearing it down right now. Let's just tear it all down. Blam. There's going to be a bunch of junk. So I'm going to set up some chests here to store all the different junks that I get. Let's just start. There's wood. There's stone. I know I'm going to get a lot of stone. Iron ore is going to be a problem too. There you go, iron ore. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll continue this next time. Take care and bye-bye.